everybody. Today is my last day of week 39 of pregnancy, so tomorrow is my due date, and pregnant, still pregnant. So I thought I would give you guys a little update about how week 39 turned out. Week 39 was filled with some highs and lows, but it was all, like, really it's mostly emotional based. So on Saturday, when I recorded this last week, so my last day of week 38, Saturday night, I did not sleep well at all. He was going crazy, like just partying all night, didn't sleep well. And so Sunday was a very emotionally difficult day where I wanted him out. Like, I just wanted to have a baby. I wanted it to be over and stuff, and this was very much emotionally based, and I think it was because of my lack of sleep that I was having such a hard time with it, because physically I still really don't have any crazy complaints. And once again, I'm really hoping that this will encourage someone who maybe encourage a new mom or something, that this third trimester, even when you're like huge, it doesn't necessarily have to be horrible and miserable, because I feel like I see a lot of difficult things about physically wise the third trimester, and this, thankfully, I'm so thankful it's just not my experience at the moment. So Sunday was hard, but then for Monday and Tuesday, I was able to get enough sleep, and I just felt a lot more calm, a lot more peace, and I was totally fine on Monday and Tuesday to be able to just kind of wait this out and see what happens in regard, like, I was fine still being pregnant. I was like, if he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, that's just how it's going to be. And Tuesday was actually one of the most fun days, it was a really fun and special day that my husband and I, we just had together. We planned, so Eric and I, we love to play games, board games, all different things together, but we just don't prioritize that. Also, sometimes it's kind of hard to just play like with two people. If you have a good like two-person game, please let us know in the comment, because for the foreseeable future, you know, it's just going to be really him and I playing. Actually, with the newborn, I don't know how much we'll play, but if you have good games that are fun for two people, please let us know. I do have a recommendation. It is a two-person game. It's called Lost Cities, and the pacing is really good. It doesn't take a long time to figure it out. So Lost Cities, if it's just a two-person adult player, I would recommend. It's a pretty good game. Anyway, so we had an awesome time, and one thing that both Eric and I really like to play, but it's been years, is we like the game Risk. And so we tried to set it up, but we didn't actually end up like finishing it for a variety of reasons, and also partially because like Risk, you need like a kind of a big area to set it up and play, and we didn't really have like we could kind of make it work, but we were getting a little nervous that we were going to like knock things off and ruin things because it was small or whatever. And so we just decided to go like look on the PlayStation and see like, is there a video game version? And it was on sale for $15. I think it was like for 5 or 6 like Hasbro games, and we could download and we could play online. And so we did that, and it was so much fun, and it was really nice because we were playing like on the PlayStation. It was just like, it was like Trivial Pursuit, I don't know, just a bunch of different games. But because it was on the couch as opposed to at the table, I was able to put my feet up, which was really helpful. I cannot tell you, if you are pregnant in your third trimester, even if you're not swelling or whatever, but putting your feet up makes a huge difference in, at least if you're anything like me, can make a huge difference in your energy and stuff. Anyway, so we ended up playing games, like we would go back and forth between like physical board games and then go playing like Risk or whatever on the PlayStation, and it was just a really special day. Special day. And then the next day, Wednesday, I had my doctor's appointment. So Tuesday was another really rough sleeping day. I don't think I was able to go to sleep until like 3 or 4 in the morning, and he was just having a hard time getting comfortable, and he got the hiccups really badly, and then he was being really dramatic because he couldn't get comfortable afterwards. So he was I don't think he was partying, because sometimes it feels like he's like dancing in my tummy. I just felt like he just couldn't get comfortable. So and I couldn't find a position where he was like settled. It took a while for me, like it took hours for me to find a position where he would like consistently be able to settle down. So Wednesday was another rough day, and I took a lot of naps on Wednesday, and I had my doctor's appointment, my 39-week doctor's appointment on Wednesday. So I went in there, and I felt so bad, because like I really try when I go to the doctor's office, like I try to be like, I don't know, like as positive and as upbeat and as easy, and I just try to like make it as pleasant for, I try to make it as pleasant for like the nurses and the doctors to be around me as possible, just because if you see my videos, you know, like especially during this time, like I just want to be able to show my appreciation for the people that are taking care of our health as much as I possibly can in my own way. And so like I just try to, like usually I just try to basically be, I always try to be polite and respectful to everybody, but I try to be like even more so. And I felt like I was like barely hanging on. But they were, fortunately it was the same like nurse and doctor. Well, I always see my same doctor, but the same nurse that I've been seeing for a little while to check me in and stuff. So I think, and I explained to her like how out of it, because I didn't sleep, you know, I was, and they were very kind. So it was a really fast appointment. Because he was moving around so much, I asked my doctor to check his position. He is still in the head down position, which is great, because like his movements on Tuesday nights were almost painful. So I was getting a little worried that he moved out of position, but he didn't, which is great. It was a little bit discouraging that I didn't really make much progress in the birthing than week 38. So week 38 I was 70% effaced. He was at station -2 and 2 to 3 centimeters dilated. And then for week 39 he was saying -2, 70%, but now she called it, but now she was like, okay, he's at like 3 centimeters dilated. So I was trying not to get discouraged, because once again, same like on Sunday, I didn't sleep very well, and for whatever reason, when it seems like I don't get enough sleep, I really just want him out, you know. I have a hard time with being patient, which that happened. And then and so anyways, and so it was really quick. His heartbeat is good, everything is going well, and there wasn't really much information that I got from the doctor's office beside that. And then the next day, I believe it was the next day, so Wednesday night I was able to sleep fine, but then Thursday night I had another difficult sleeping thing. But I did something a little different, and I have a theory. I don't know if this is what's going on or whatever, but I have a theory. I think he might be hungry. I think I might need to eat a snack, because so he woke me up. I was able to go to bed at a decent time, but then he woke me up at about 2 in the morning, I want to say. And he was going crazy, and I was like, okay, I can't just sit and lay in bed and go crazy. So I got up out of bed, and then I was like, I'm a little bit hungry, I'm going to have a snack. So I had a snack, and he calmed down a lot. And so I'm almost wondering if maybe I need to have a snack before bed, because honestly, typically, even pregnant or not, I eat dinner. Usually I have dinner around like 5:36, somewhere around there. And then I'm not a snacker in general, but I'm especially not a snacker at night. And I wonder if I sometimes don't have enough food for him that he needs to last until 7:38 or whenever I get up to have breakfast. And I wonder if he needs more food, and if I should have a snack before I go to bed or something like that. Because honestly, probably within 15 minutes of him calming down, of me having a snack, he calmed down and he was like being great. Unfortunately, I was having insomnia problems, and I was like, once I got up, made myself a snack, I couldn't just go back to bed. Like I had a lot of thoughts going on. And so I actually ended up just sitting in the living room and watching TV at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I started, okay, this doesn't exactly have to do with pregnancy related things, but I have to tell you guys about this because it was like crazy to me. So I started watching Gilmore Girls. So Gilmore Girls came out in 2002. That's when the first season started, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what I remember when I looked it up online. And it starts off, I love Gilmore Girls. I didn't start off watching it right away. Like I watched it a couple of years later. I'm pretty sure I started to, whenever it came on ABC Family, because I was like all into ABC Family, I started watching it and I was obsessed. And then they also had like new seasons. I think it was on channel 5. I'm not sure, actually, I don't know. Anyway, so I haven't watched Gilmore Girls in a long time because Eric doesn't really like Gilmore Girls, and I don't usually watch TV by myself, actually with a few exceptions, but I just haven't watched it. And Gilmore Girls was a really important show for me. Like, it was like my stress rewind. First of all, it was important because my mom doesn't like that show, but my dad would watch it with me all the time. So a lot of times after school, we would come home and watch it together. And then like, there's just something about it that's just calming. And so it's one of those shows that like, if I was like stressed out or whatever, I would always watch this show over and over and over again to just unwind and to help me. And like when I was in college, I don't think my like I loved my college experience, but I'm a very introverted person, and like living in the dorm room setting and stuff was a little bit hard for me to be around people so often. So I would come home basically every single weekend, and like one of the first things I would do when come home was like I would sit and I would rewatch some episodes to like kind of decompress of Gilmore Girls. And so my parents always had it recorded on the DVR for me. And when I first started watching, I think I was around 15 or 16 years old, which if you don't know, it's a mother-daughter show. And the first season, I'm pretty sure the daughter turned 16. So I was like in high school, right there with the high schooler relating to the daughter. Well, it's been years and years and years and years since I've seen this show, and I just put it together when I was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I put it together in my head. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm Lorelai's age now. That was crazy to me, which is the mother's age, because the mom in the show had her daughter at 16, and I was like, oh my gosh, if she had her daughter at 16 and they're celebrating her 16th birthday, she's 32. I'm 32. I'm the age of the mom now. And I don't know if I've ever felt so old in my entire life than that moment at like 3 something in the morning when I'm like 39 weeks pregnant, and I was like, I felt so old. And then it's like, well, what is it going to be? Next time I'm going to start relating to the grandma now and stuff like that. So I'm sorry, but maybe someone can relate. And if you love Gilmore Girls, let me know who is your favorite of the guys for both Lorelai and Rory. I wanna rewatch this as an adult. Like, I'm going to go through, if I can, I'm going to go through all these and see if my opinions have changed or not. So I'll update you when I know. Anyway, sorry for that tangent, but hopefully somebody enjoyed it. But it was just crazy. So I didn't sleep very well, but the next night, which I think was last night, Friday night, I ended up having a snack maybe about an hour or two before bed, and I slept awesome. Awesome, which was great. He was really calm. He was able to get comfortable. Like, obviously he still moves and stuff a little bit, but especially when I get up to go to the bathroom. But it was so much better, so much better. So I was really thankful. So this week, honestly, the only thing, basically to sum it up, is it's been up and down emotional about where I'm feeling about being pregnant, you know, and it's very much related to how much sleep I get. If I get enough sleep, I am fine being patient, letting my body and his body come at their own time. He could come whenever, you know, but I start to have a little bit of issues being patient, and I feel like I'm going nutso, and I get like every single little thing is like, oh my gosh, is that a contraction, is that a contraction? And I start driving myself crazy if I don't get enough sleep. So, and if I don't sleep well at night. So I'm really going to try to do everything that I can to make sure that I get enough sleep, not only for my body, like, so physically I can be ready for birth, but I also really want to like be ready for birth, like emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Like I just want to be ready to be able to handle whatever happens when it is. Yes, but overall I would say good week. I had some really good moments with my husband, which I'm really trying to like hang on to those and just be really thankful for those as well. And I'm loving Gilmore Girls again. I'm so excited because yeah, I just am. I am worried my opinions are changing now that I'm older, but it's okay. So before I go, I'll show you this growing little baby boy. I'll show you guys my belly so you guys can see what's happening. I don't know if you could tell. I can't wear, oh, here we go. Can you guys tell at all? These little things are in the way. But there you go. My little boy is getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. I don't know if I've told you guys this in different videos. I've given up on any sort of pants. I could only wear dresses. Because, and even the dresses that I have, like, they're getting fewer and fewer that I could choose between because we're both growing. But yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Maybe next time I'll have a baby to show you. Maybe not. You know, we'll just have to see. But thank you guys so much for your support. And I hope you guys have a great day and great week. I'll see you next time. Bye.